Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the ASH indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the ASH indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 101 indicators. And out of those 101 indicators, 36 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you can take any one of those 36 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right. As I said, today's indicator is the ASH indicator, or the absolute strength histogram is the long name for it. It is a relatively simple setup. This one was a TradingView member created indicator. And so like all the rest of the member created indicators, there will be a link down below in the description to this particular indicator. Like I said, the setup on it is relatively easy. We have a two-line indicator and therefore a two-line cross. We have the blue line, which indicates buying, and the orange line, which indicates selling. Now, why? I don't understand why, but people love to use like blue and orange as a color that indicates buying and selling. Still haven't quite figured that one out yet. I'm sure there's some method to the madness that I haven't quite caught on to yet. I've noticed even a few of you when we are talking in the Discord channel, your candles are colored like blue and pink instead of red and green. And so, yeah, just one of those odd little things that people do. I've, like I said, never quite understood why exactly, but often it is something that I'll go in on my indicators. It's like one of the first things that I do is to go in like the style and change the color of these to represent green for buying and red for selling. And so, yeah, just one of them things that I don't know why it's always slightly bugged me that the colors on the indicator don't match the colors. I wouldn't even necessarily say the colors of the candles, just the color of the direction that it's indicating that you should be going in. I figure that I mean, it just seems like that's an easier way to do it. People associate green with buying and red with selling, so that's, yeah, just how I've always thought about it and always set up my colors. And so yeah, enough rambling on about that. Like, that's why I always go in and often will change my colors to a green and red color scheme. And so, yeah, the indicator itself, like I said, pretty simple. It's a two-line cross. And so when the green line now, when the green line, which would have been the blue line, crosses up above the red line, which used to be the orange line, then that is a signal to go long. And when the red line crosses up above, the red line, which used to be orange, crosses up above, then that is a signal to go short. And so, yeah, like I said, pretty simple setup, and that's how we will be testing it today. So let's get on with the testing process and see what we can get out of the ash indicator. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we had our first crossed back in here. It didn't, let's see. I think that one technically would have gotten across, but either way, it didn't do great. Turned around and shot itself right back up and out. Yes, definitely hitting the stop on that one. Then we have a slight, I mean, you could see the color of the histogram change here when it goes from green to red. Well, I mean, in this case, from, it was blue and orange. But you can see the histogram back here change to blue when there is a signal to go long. And so there was a signal to go long there. And as you see, it turned around and it dropped right back out on us. Giving us another losing trade there. Then we got a short signal here, and it looks like we may have gotten the first, well, not quite yet. Let's see. There we go. The first winning trade there. All right, so far not amazing, but that's all right. Definitely don't want to count it out until we've given it its fair chance. See what it can do here. And another winning trade there. So it's looking up a little bit. Gotten 50-50 out of it now. We hit a downtrend there. Not sure we made it to 50. We did not. So we would have gotten stopped out on that one. Gave us a long signal there. Let's play it out a little bit. See what it gives us here. Nope, I don't think. Let's try that again. Maybe it did give it to us. So we are on this candle here. Looks like we may have Yeah, it did. It jumped weeks there, and so it opened back here. Now this is one of those things where it can be challenging to know what to do in a scenario like this. And so what we have here is this candle here closed on March 2nd. Then we went through a weekend, and this next candle here was the next opening candle for the next week. And you see that it gapped up a little ways here. So it closed at, let's see, close, 0.8921 was where it closed. This next candle over here opened at 8950. And so you can see there is a decent little gap in between these two. Now, my way of handling this is when this candle closes right here, I would put a buy order at the closing price of this candle right here. If price gaps up above and opens and then takes off, so be it. I cancel the open order and I move on, and I don't stress over it. I don't get angry. I just move on. But if it opens gap up or gap down, often you will find is that price action will come back into the area in which it closed the week before, triggering you into the trade at that lower price. And I do that because if we were to just say it gapped up the next week and we just jumped in right at the open of that candle at the higher gapped up price, we are actually putting ourselves at a disadvantage when it comes to the take profit at that point, because we have lost, whatever X number of pips that it gapped up or gapped down that we now have to account for in our take profit. And so technically speaking, say it gapped up 20 pips and our take profit on this particular pair is 50, then if you bought it at that opening gap up price of an additional 20 pips above, then you would have to subtract that from your take profit. And now instead of having a take profit of 50, you would have a take profit of 30. And so you see, and here's a perfect example of that. If we measure off the opening of this candle here, if I can get it lined up, where it opened the following week, and we measure it to the top of that highest candle there, we hit take profit. If we measure it off of the close of this candle the week before, the signal candle, if we measure it off of that close up to the top of that that candle there, boy, we just barely missed out on it there. Let's see, so that was a close of 89.21, 89.21. This is a high of 89.68. And so, yeah, unfortunately, we would have barely missed the take profit on that. But you see how that puts us at a significant disadvantage if we were to take that gap up and then try to hit our first take profit. It's now actually, whatever pips above where it should be for us to enter that trade. And so that's the two ways you can handle it. You can either subtract the difference off of there, or you can set an order to trigger at that closing price and let it come back down, hit that area, and then hopefully turn around and go back in your favor. So that is a tricky little scenario to handle. And we got a win on that one. Looks like we picked up a buy signal here on this one, which unfortunately did not do us much good. Then we picked up a sell signal, and that one got us to take profit. Let's see what we got going on here. So this one was a buy signal, and unfortunately it looks like, come on, there we go. It looks like we would have come down and hit the stop loss on that order. And so that is another losing trade. Plugging along here, we picked up a short on that one. Short there. Came down. Got us to the 50 pips. Not bad, not bad. So we got a long there. It went super choppy on us. Losing trade there. And flashed a short trade there just for a moment before it turned around and gave us a long signal, which gave us a winning trade. That one came down, gave us a short, turned around and shot back up out of there, giving us a long before then coming down and giving us a signal to go short, which also did not work before giving us a signal to then go long, which finally got us into another winning trade. This one is, the syndicator is definitely having its issues. That's for sure. It is on the struggle bus. Don't think. Nope. That one did not get us there. I do believe this one got us to take profit though. Yes, it did. It's trying. It's trying its best. But I fear that its best may not be quite what we need out of it. It's definitely giving a lot of signals. I'm not fond of that at all. I mean, not the worst, but definitely a lot of signals. Narrowing in towards the end of the year now. Not too far off. Picking up a few more wins here. Almost a few more signals left here to dial in. See what it does here. Man, this thing just gets annihilated in choppy markets. What a shame. So I feel like it could do rather well. But, yeah, as soon as it hits a ranging market, it just falls to pieces, just flinging signal after signal back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That is no good. Alright. Actually, we may have overshot the year just a little bit there. We did. Sorry, I get a little overzealous sometimes. Get a little carried away. There we go. Okay. Dun dun dun. So there we have it. A whole bunch of trades. One of the guys in the Discord server today showing me a few little tricks, the layout of TradingView, right? The layout and the features of TradingView, and he showed me, yeah, supposed to be able. Maybe I'm just not doing it. Maybe I'm just not following the steps correctly. He clicked down here and was able to click a an icon up here, and it would tell you how many drawings you had on the screen, making it a lot easier to get a final count out of these. But yeah, I was playing around with it and wasn't quite able to get what he got to. So I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm probably just missing a step. But anyways, let's count them out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 trades altogether. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 winning trades. And so, yeah, unfortunately, not going to meet the 60% criteria. I'm not sure that this indicator really is ideal for anything, to be real honest. Definitely doesn't do a good job of calling trades, like as far as an entry indicator. I'm not so sure it would be great as a confirmation indicator, and it definitely doesn't do good in filtering out rangy markets. I mean, I guess you could say that it, it yeah, it just doesn't do good in a ranging market. I mean, it's like it just gets tore to pieces. So it's just like losing trade after losing trade. Maybe that could be a filter. I doubt it. Anyways, yeah. So if yeah, I'm just kind of looking at it and processing some of the information to see, and I mean it just seems to throw signals like crazy. It just bounces around all over the place. Uh, it wouldn't be good as an exit indicator because it's throwing signals in the craziest places. It doesn't seem to really have any great correlation with momentum or volume, and so yeah, I just don't see any real great use for this indicator, to be real honest with you. So at this point, it's going on the no list, and I don't think I'm going to put it down as a potential for anything else because it, like I said, just doesn't seem like it would be a good fit for any piece that we're specifically looking for. So, all right. Yeah, video's long enough, so I'm going to call it here. Like I said, it's going on the no list. We'll move on to the next indicator from here.
If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you